It's just, don't give up hope. Be confident and creative, and look for solutions. And there's always opportunity to get through it. Whether you've got to downsize, you've got to grow, or whatever's coming at you. And over the last 15 months, that's probably the thing that I've been tested on most of all.
This season of the SBA Roadshow is sponsored by Ready Capital.
I'm Dustin Baker. We're on a mission to build community through shared story. The road is calling. We're gonna do some fun stuff, and you really ought to watch it because it's gonna be amazing. And all the cool kids are doing it. So join me on the SBA Roadshow. We are filming in Denver today, running around in the cold, trying to beat the snow. And now we're headed to Rocks Amphitheater, where I hope I can sneak in and take a few shots of the place that I really want to see a concert more than anywhere in the world. So come along. I'm here at the iconic Rocks Amphitheater outside of Denver, Colorado. And it's a place I've wanted to come for years. Today's been a bit of a flurry of activity running around the city of Denver, trying to get as much footage as we can get before we start doing interviews and before all the snow comes in. We're headed to meet Kelly Flynn. He takes Jeeps and trucks and rigs, and he makes them super cool with all kinds of LED light bars and other fun stuff. So I can't wait to go see some of his handiwork and introduce you to Kelly. So is this your everyday ride?
Yeah, pretty much. Got a few different ones that it kind of depends. If it's got to go to a show, it goes to a show, and then I jump into something else. But yeah, we kind of cycle them out depending on where the need is, and I get to drive whatever's left and fun. But we got some good rides, so it's good.
All right, well, we are at Rocks Amphitheater, just short of Rocks Amphitheater, with Kelly Flynn, who's Kelly, tell us who you are and what you do.
I am the janitor at Quake LED. We manufacture LED lights for off-road vehicles in the automotive 12-volt industry.
Okay. And so how old is the company? How long have you been at this?
We've been in business 9 years. Started out when light bars and things started to become popular, and developed into doing products directly for the Jeep and the new Bronco coming out and different off-road trucks.
So this seems to me like a kind of business that many little boys will be like, this is what I want to do when I grow up. I know it's hard work, but it looks a lot like play. So how do you find your way into a business like this?
Well, I was fortunate and I was doing some other business that kind of led me in to see the opportunity at the time with LED lights early on, when it was just like, okay, this is a better technology. It's energy sufficient. And I found a way to be able to manufacture it and make it better priced. So I kind of got involved in it in that aspect.
So how many people, when you're doing that and starting to go to shows and whatnot, how many employees did you have? You got 20 here in the States now. How big was your team then? Was it just
4 or 5? Yeah. It was it, and I was out on the road doing a lot of it, and then even my wife would come out and she would cashier sometimes, and we would just, and I'd get family and friends and people that come help me here and there, and there's a little bit of a trade-off. It'd be like, hey, we got an event in Daytona Beach. You want to come help me for the weekend?
Yes, I did.
But as I was able to grow and get more educated, talented sales guys, sales increased, and we worked through how to develop the business and some of the things to do. So it's pretty cool.
So where is kind of the product line today, as opposed to when you kind of just began to build?
It's night and day difference.
Yeah.
Night and day difference. And I've been very fortunate to put together a killer team of guys that have really helped me to be able to, create these cool ideas and things that we have, and be able to really be aggressive about pioneering and the future of what people want. You know what I mean? And be a first to market with items that really drive sales.
Your wife is pretty involved in the business too?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
You guys just run this together kind of
Yeah. No, she's a huge support, and I couldn't do it without her, honestly. So yeah, I'm blessed on that front for sure.
Like what has the impact been to your business and to you kind of as the business owner of the pandemic and all the fallout over the last year? How's that had an impact on your business, and how have you kind of navigated through that?
Well, it's been interesting because there's, it's really been kind of industry specific. Some industries really suffered and others have done very well. And fortunately, we were in an industry that did pretty good. I mean, when it happened, nobody knew what was going on. Like, it was a zombie apocalypse. Was it what was going to happen? And so once the kind of dust settled, we were seeing we stayed open and continued to do business because we supply a lot of the airlines and first responders and different things of that sort. So that we stayed in business and kept supplying the needs that were there. But we noticed a big growth in it because basically everybody was going outside. They couldn't do things inside. So a lot more people were buying, trucks and equipment and things, ATVs, whatever it was, to find their entertainment outside, which really drove our market quite a bit.
Oh, it's interesting. I was talking to a guy about a local ski shop that we're going to talk to, and I said, where the mountains closed down to 25%, I bet it was hard. He's like, they sold the heck out of their mountain bikes and like everything. People, they had to be outside, and so they just couldn't keep stuff on the shelves. So.
Yeah, and our online sales, our online direct sales really spiked up, and people I think were working from home, but yet thinking about their Jeep in the garage and what could I do to that, and being able to have more time with that, and being able to wrench on things, and maybe they should be working. I don't know, but
exactly. It was just put the Zoom call on pause and go out in the garage. Heck yeah.
But yeah, we've really seen an increase in sales, and it's made it a challenge to be able to keep inventory and stock and things going. But we've done well.
But what you did in building that loyal following and that demand, if the demand is there, then all of a sudden you got some leverage now.
Yeah, if you got a good product and a good idea, you really just got to get it out in front of people, and there'll be an audience that'll connect with what you got, and you can just kind of grow it there. I mean, we definitely grew it the grassroots way, but because of that, we have roots and we have a foundation, and I have followers and people that love the brand, and I've made a lot of friends along the way, even though I didn't get rich quick, and we're still grinding it out. And some days are you definitely look at it and you're like, is it really worth it? But then you look at everybody else, you're like, yeah, it's totally worth it.
So you've kind of got an interesting situation where you've grown to the point where you've needed to do some new things with the business.
Correct.
Which is kind of where the SBA program has entered the picture for you. But it's been a little bit of a circuitous route, it sounds like.
Yes. So
what's that process been like of realizing, hey, I need to do something, and pursuing that to the point where I think you're getting ready to close on an SBA loan. But tell us about that whole process and what that's going to do for your business.
It's been exciting. It's been a little bit of a long journey, trying to get her done. But we started out looking at things locally, and found a warehouse, and was working with a bank and got it under contract. And with COVID, they had kind of a change in policy on how that was going to work. So shift to a different bank, but in time it kind of fell out of contract, and they had a backup offer. It was instantly gone. So then it was just trying to find anything that would work for our needs, and we really couldn't find anything, and it was really discouraging. And we're talking about with a very large spend. We were really priced out in the market. It just really didn't make sense. So we moved. We started strategizing and look at other markets, and we found something in near Fort Worth, Texas, and we're able to kind of to do another location and kind of build out there. And with that market being so strong, with more trucks being sold in Texas than the rest of the world combined, kind of really was an important market for us. And working with the SBA loan, it helped me to be able to downsize in Colorado, but grow my business in Texas. So it's been quite exciting.
So how do you think your business accelerates from being able to get that financing in place? Like, what does it look like over the next couple of years in your mind, as opposed to what it would look like without it?
I can't even. It's so awesome that we live in a country that there's even something like this available to even help businesses. I mean, it's such a game changer. It's hard to even explain. Really, it's going to change the face of the way I do business and what we do, and it's so exciting. You know, this loan has kind of helped me to be able to put things in a better perspective for long-term growth.
You said earlier that this is an innovate or die business.
Yeah.
Kind of explain a little bit of that, what you mean when you say that, and kind of what that process of innovation looks like for you guys.
Yeah, the automotive industry definitely, especially the off-road aftermarket, it's an innovate or die. It's so competitive, and because so many people are in it because they're passionate about it, and that it's really, and people want to buy the newest, coolest thing. So you have to always have something new to sell.
The newest, coolest thing?
Yeah, you have to be on top of it all the time, and we are fans and fanatics of it. So it's something that we enjoy doing, and honestly, the SBA loan and some of that stuff that helps me be able to really be able to focus a little bit more on the things that are fun about it, instead of grinding out how are we going to pay for the next round of inventory.
If there's one lesson that you can kind of look over the last year that you think you'll be able to take forward for good in the future, you know, there's been plenty of adversity, but what is there something that stands out that you kind of are taking away that you think is going to help as you move forward?
Yeah, it's just don't give up hope. Be confident and creative, and look for solutions. And there's always opportunity to get through it, whether you've got to downsize, you've got to grow, or whatever's coming at you. And over the last 15 months, that's probably the thing that I've been tested on most of all. And glad that I looked at it that way and was able to get through some of the challenging times.
Yeah. You know, it's all a process. You know, you have ups and downs and things, and so it's just about working hard and being true to yourself.
I have one more question. Do you partly do this just so you can drive that truck around?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's why I would do it. I'd be like, honey, we got to buy another vehicle. It's for the business.
Yes.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's part of the perks that make it fun.
Yeah.
And that's why I tried to have a business that I did something I enjoyed and loved.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't feel as much like work.
Yeah, no, it looks like you're pulling.
It's still a lot of work.
It looks like you're pulling that off. But if you enjoy it, then you're not burning yourself out at it.
It definitely makes it better, for sure.
Yeah. Well, man, thanks for doing this. It's been a blast to meet you and to get to kind of see all your fun toys. Yeah. And good luck to you moving forward. I'm really excited for you and where your business is going with this loan closing and kind of what's next for you. So
excited.
Congrats.
Thank you.
All right, man. Thanks.
Right.
And for now, I've got to drive down the mountain and see if I can keep the truck from sliding into the ditch. Signing off from Red Rocks. Subscribe to our newsletter at sbaroadshow.com/subscribe to see where we'll be next.